All right. Welcome back to the stream. Welcome back to another video today. Today, we're going to get into a variety of topics, but this first topic we are going to talk about, what we're going to get into is that Tesla discounts are back. They are back live on the websites. They are ready to go. They are here. And so I'm going to show you exactly where to go to get one, where to secure a Tesla Model 3 with a substantial discount. And this is pretty early in the game, right? It's only April still. We know how Tesla works in quarterly fashion. I'll tell you exactly how that works, but we're going to get into that plus a variety of different topics. But before we get into that, let's roll that intro real quick. All right, so thanks for watching another stream. Thanks for watching another video. My name is Dennis, and I love talking about Tesla hacking, as I like to call it, but basically just getting the best deal on a Tesla at the best financing rate. So definitely hit that subscribe if you're interested. And today's video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link down below in the description if you want to support the channel and get access to the best Tesla buying guide out there that has interest rates as low as 2.99%, but more realistically 3.7%. But definitely check it out. Link down below in the description. And shout out to my latest Patreon members. We've got Kafayat, Rohit, Than, Michael, Christine. Hopefully I got your names right. Sorry if I didn't. Thank you for supporting. Thank you for joining in. If you want to check it out, link down below, the Patreon link down below in the description. But let us jump into it. So before we show the discounts, I did want to shout out my newest playlist that I created that gives you all the starting videos that you should watch if you're interested in buying a Tesla, if you want to figure out what is the next step and all the different stuff. These are probably like the top videos that go through everything line by line. But let us jump into this first, right? So as we know, Tesla Model 3, it's still an expensive vehicle. I mean, yes, it is cheaper, especially the Model 3 rear-wheel drive. It's lower than the average price of a new car being sold today in the United States. Of course, that price being $47,000, but Model 3 standard range, I just got a recent price cut of $2,000 down to the low price of $39,990. And of course, the price before this was $41,990. But the price before that was $42,990, and on and up it goes. And the reason why, if you don't know why this got a most recent $3,000 haircut or price discount very recently, is because there is a $7,500 federal tax credit for the Model 3 Performance and all Model Ys, but the Model 3 standard range lost half of that tax credit down from $7,500 down to $3,750. So what that means is if you buy a Tesla Model 3 today, you can only qualify for a maximum of a $3,750 tax credit, which if you think about it, that's bad. Yes, you don't get the full impact or full benefit of the tax credit. But the thing with that is that most people that buying Model 3 standard ranges might have a lower income. So this actually makes a lot of sense for people that, I just got the question yesterday, hey, I don't qualify for the full $7,500 because I make this amount of income and I'm married or whatever, have deductions and all that stuff. I have kids. So I actually recommended that maybe you should look into the Model 3 standard range, because if you only have a tax liability of $4,000, then you can only redeem the maximum $3,750 tax credit for buying a Model 3 standard range. So you can see right here on the screen, we're using Smart Asset Income Tax Calculator, estimating your federal taxes every single year. And so if we put in here right here, $50,000 income, and the federal liability is $4,241. So you essentially get that full amount back. But let's say you're married. Let's say you make $100,000 and you're married. You're going to have a tax liability of $84,881. So then it might make sense to actually get the Model Y. But let's say you do some 401k action, you reduce $20,000 of it off, then that brings your tax liability down to $6,081. So Jumping to the Model 3 though, so the most recent price is $39,990. I do kind of predict that the best time to buy a Tesla is going to be June, because Tesla works in end of quarter functions or fashions, and in June is the end of the second quarter. We're still only in the first month of the second quarter, which is April, then May, then June. We see this every single time and time again. We've been streaming for about almost every day for the past like 6 months now, and we've seen it. We saw it in December, we saw it in March, and that's when Tesla released all the stops, all the discounts out there, and all the different promotions, whether it's supercharging or anything like that. But here's the discounted Tesla Model 3. Pretty early in the game, in my opinion. We've got a 2023 Tesla Model 3 rear-wheel drive standard range with the, of course, 200 and whatever thousand miles or 200 miles. It's got a $1,760 discount. You can see it right here on the right side of the screen. Of course, it's a black with the 19-inch rim, so that's why it's a little bit of an elevated price, but this is a pretty substantial discount. If you've been looking for a vehicle like this, if you've been wanting a Tesla Model 3 with a discount, this essentially is pretty nice, because this stacks on top of the federal tax credit, this stacks on top of any sort of state incentives for buying a new vehicle, because at the end of the day, this is a brand new vehicle. You will still be the first owner, and you can take advantage of all those different incentives. So here it is, $1,760. It's probably even gone by now. Let's take a look. Nope, still actually available on the website, and it stacks with the $3,750 discount. And here's another one, Model 3 rear-wheel drive, blue with white interior with the 18-inch rims. Actually, I actually prefer this one. Of course, this website, if you don't know what website we were actually on, this is waitingfortesla.com. It's a third-party aggregator site. Shout out to TJ and the team. It allows you to see all the different vehicles across the country that are in inventory that you can get a discount for. And this one, $1,000 discount on it. Pretty nice build. Pretty much you basically are getting white interior or even the blue for free if you pick one of the two. And it only has 570 miles on it. So usually what happens, I'll tell you exactly, if you've been waiting on the sidelines, if you have not taken delivery yet, usually what happens by the end of each quarter, so I'm talking June of this year coming up in the next few months, we are going to see actually massive discounts across the board on all different models. I mean, we're already seeing it on the Model S and the X because there's massive amounts of discounts there. But if we take a look, and this is the reason why, this is Matt Jung's website that tracks all the different inventory across the United States. And you can see all the way to the right side, there is a ton of inventory on the up and up and up for Model 3 specifically. And basically, we know the pattern. When Tesla inventory goes up, prices go down. And we're going to talk about that a little bit later in the stream on what types of incentives Tesla might potentially be coming out with. And so that's why I really feel like the best time, if you can wait, if you don't need a car right now, if you don't have a trade and you don't want to worry about trading that vehicle, or you've got low interest rates locked in or something like that, you don't want to have to worry about that, the best time to buy is going to be June. So if you can wait until then, you know, it's a different story. If you've got a trade-in vehicle, you need to get out of it because of whatever reason you think the value is going to go down, which it probably won't in these next few months because it's summer and summer is a great time. But interest rates will be going up and up and up. I mean, Tesla's financing is 5.59%. Of course, you can beat that. There are lower rates out there. There are lower rates through credit unions and banks. Check out the Patreon link down below in the description to get the best Tesla buying guide out there that has links to all the best rates. So definitely check it out. Link down below in the description. But 5.59, this will be going up, and all the credit unions, you kind of take that gamble of those going up as well. But if you can wait, if you can be patient, June will be the best time to buy, and we're going to see pages and pages, at least 2 to 3 pages of discounted Tesla Model 3 inventory. And I would even predict Tesla Model 3, they're going to drop the price of this another $2,000 to $3,000 because inventory seems like it's going out of control, especially for the Model 3 side. And so that's exactly my prediction. But we're going to jump into the live stream comments. We're going to jump into actually the next topic. But before we do that, this video is actually sponsored by my Patreon link. Down below in the description is the Patreon link where you can support the channel. So definitely check it out if you are interested.